Hello my loves and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a DIY video for a sparkly glam looking cake pop holder or like a cake top tier, whatever. Got this idea from Pinterest and I also found a video on YouTube. I think her name is Beverly's Designs or something like that. I'll leave it linked down below for the inspiration behind this. It was a heavy inspiration because I saw that I can get most of these products at the Dollar Tree, which boy was this a hunt in my city. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get started and let you guys know what you need. Now for all the items, I will leave them linked down below where you can pick them up on Amazon or if I find them in store. But for the most part, I traveled everywhere to get these items and I wish I could have just bought everything online. Of course you need a pair of scissors. I will be using a pair of tweezers because I have long nails and just to be a little bit more accurate. I found this sparkly diamond wrap at the dollar store. They didn't have the thicker, like anything thicker, they just had this. I found this diamond roll at Joann's Fabrics, though I wish I would have found a bigger roll. I would have saved more money, but I found one online on Amazon. I just didn't have the time. So I have my tools. You're also going to need some E6000. Now, my dumbass went and bought I didn't even know there was a black E6000, but I ended up going to the store yesterday, going to Joann's and just picking up the first thing. Oh, okay. I ended up picking up the first thing I saw and it was actually black and I didn't notice it until I got home because they're literally the same package minus for the black top. And okay, anyway, I probably should have noticed, but I was so tired and whatever. So put that away. You're gonna need clear E6000 or any kind of adhesive, whatever you like to do with your arts and crafts stuff. You're going to need some spray paint of your choice. I used the Rust-Oleum paint and primer, and this one of course is in silver. I picked that up for just a few bucks and you could definitely find it in store. Now these items I have already spray painted, so I didn't think to film this until I ran into an issue and I was like, oh, maybe my viewers want to see this. But anyway, this is a Lazy Susan that I had for a while. It's actually not a Lazy Susan, it's a spice rack turntable. But anyway, neither here nor there. You can get a Lazy Susan at the dollar store, which I could not find, and then I found this in my packed boxes. So gold. This was gold. You're going to need, I was thinking of using two, but I think I'm only going to end up using one of these baking tins from the dollar store. I think I'm only going to end up using one, but I digress. So I'm just going to take one out and place it face down. The next thing that was a little bit more pricier was actually the cake foams, and I picked up, how many inches was this? I picked up an 8-inch or 7-inch round, which I have already pre-spray painted silver, and I picked up an about 12-inch round, and the purpose of this is so that I can layer it like so. I've already pre-spray painted these with that. Of course you need to do this outside, so you take the spray paint and you lightly dust about 2 coats of spray paint on your foam. You want to stay away about 12 inches. This is actually pretty full coverage, which I like, so I definitely recommend getting the Rust-Oleum Ultra Cover because I just spray painted 2 good coats of it, let it dry. After 30 minutes, I was able to bring it back in the house and let it dry overnight. You don't have to if you don't want to. This I thought was going to take longer to dry, and it actually took about the same time to dry. It is a little dusty in the back, so I'm going to clean that off. Things first, this is the most tedious part here. I ended up taking this about half an inch. I think this is like half an inch. It's 0.6 inches of the diamond wrap, and I've only used up some of this, and I'll show you guys here. So I ended up cutting a whole bunch of these strips from this set right here. I noticed that the video I watched, she went in with about, it was like half an inch or whatever, and she kind of went in sections and then she overlapped it. But this time I thought, I saw that she had layered one of them on the edge and I didn't actually like that look. So I'm gonna tweak it and actually put them upright like so. So I'm actually going to be gluing them like this, vertically, and then seeing how that goes. I'm gonna put a few of these around the cake pan and then I'll come back to you guys and finish assembling this all together. This at an awkward position, but I'm gonna take some of the E6000 And I'm not squeezing too much out, but I'm kind of doing this in an awkward position. So, as you guys can see there, the tweezers are actually helping quite a bit. You guys saw that they were starting to look a little bit crooked, so I just kind of shifted them to my left just to even them out. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this off and then I'll come back to you guys. I don't need much, it's just kind of coming out. I don't want it to, but it just is. I have a couple gaps here that I'm going to need to clean up. So I took some more of the E6000, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take, some of these rhinestones are missing. So what I've been doing is taking, like, say for instance, I need 2 at the bottom. I'll cut it in 4s, as you guys can see here. So I'll take a smaller piece, like so, and kind of fill it in. I'll move this over to the side just this much. I just want it so that it looks like there's no gaps. Sure, I could have spared myself this dramatics if I just went in sideways, if I just went in this way, but I didn't know. This is my first rodeo. So as you guys can see, I'm just filling in any of the gaps, like so. There's some gaps, but this is pretty much what you're going to get. You go all the way around. It's not perfect, but this is the base of the cake pop stand. So this is going to be my base, which I think is dope. I'm just gonna let this dry, and what I'm gonna go do now, I'm gonna set this aside. So I'm gonna take the roll. This is 48 inches. Again, this is about 12-inch round, and I wanna say this is a 7-inch round or 6.5-inch round, whatever this is. So I'm gonna go in and take this wrap, and I'm gonna go around. So I'm gonna go take this around. So I measured and I'm gonna cut. Now that you measure how much around, literally made it exact. If anything, I will add a strip to it. I'm gonna go ahead and count how many I need to cut. 1, 2, 3, 4. So when you lay this down, you're gonna cut about 4 up. And I'm going to trim this and I'll be back. I have cut this excess out, which I'm gonna need to use because I just realized that I needed a second roll of this so that I can complete the 6-inch round. As you guys can see, it's not taking. So I'm just gonna use the leftover of this plus any that I have of these. It's the same thing. It is the same exact thing. Same rope and everything. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and zoom out a little bit more. Yeah, I get to see all this goodness. I am cooking though. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take, this is gonna be awkward. I'm gonna put it in sections. So I did it in sections. I know you guys can't really see that, but I did it in sections. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this, and I know I cannot see, and I'm gonna place it as evenly as possible. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this off, and then I'll show you guys what I've done. So I'm gonna set this aside. And what I did was, this was probably the messiest ever because the E6000 just tends to kind of leak all over the place. So I have it all over my hands and whatnot, as you guys kind of could see from how it began. So what I did was I took the rest of that, and this is why I recommend getting the one that I listed. This one that's extremely long in one of the Amazon links. And I'm taking whatever is left over and just kind of filling in the areas. Like I'm just filling it in, and it looks like there's gonna be some gaps. So like this isn't long enough to cover up everything. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the small piece and just kind of play puzzle and just put it together. So once I'm done with that, I will show you guys the finished look. This isn't perfect. I'm a little upset. I kind of wish I would have bought another roll, but I thought it would have been enough. So that is my mistake. Don't do what I do. Just get the biggest roll possible of bling, because you can never have too much bling. So anyway, I'm gonna finish this off. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna finish this off and I'll come back to you guys, and maybe we can just start assembling this sucker. I'm gonna take, because I bought 2 more rolls of this. I bought 4 rolls of this in total from the dollar store, so I'm glad I did. And this fits it exactly, so about 3 of those. And I'm gonna wrap it around the base here, and of course I'll show you guys when I do that. So BRB. Good thing about the E6000 is that you could still work with it. It is very tacky still nonetheless, but it works. Like right here, I see that I went over. So I'm just gonna cut out that little end there. And this is, of course, my Lazy Susan. I was told you could find this at the dollar store. I could not for the life of me find it at the dollar store. But what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take this same strip, and actually the 3 of them fit perfectly on there. It might not be the most even, but I don't really care at this point. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it around. Excuse me. Go ahead, take my E6000, which has been used up and abused. I'm glad I bought the big pack. I bought the big pack. Look at this thing. It's just oozing out, man. So you're just gonna put it on. You can use the sides of it. At this point, you've used up so much epoxy that doesn't. I'm not gonna do it all the way around because I don't want my hands to get sticky. Sticky. Go ahead and take the rhinestones and let me lay this out. Just like so. Try to keep it even as possible. Now, this is making it really, really sticky. So I'm gonna let this set for a little bit. Okay guys, so I have all my pieces blinged the hell out right now. I apologize for the darkness of the video and the birds chirping and all, but we are in my kitchen again. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and assemble this, and the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create the base. So I'm going to glue the surrounding edges of this and then place the turntable, or whatever this is, the Lazy Susan, on top like so. So that you guys can see how that's gonna look. Gonna look something like this, which I think is already super blingy and awesome. So I'm gonna go in and squiggles. Go ahead and set this aside and place the Lazy Susan upside down. And I'm gonna flip this over on top. As even as possible. So you can set this aside and let it dry. But me, I'm going to try to assemble this and then let it dry completely all together. Alrighty. And next step we're gonna do is take some of the E6000 and generously, not too much, but I'm going around. Now I'm gonna stand up because we need this. And what I'm gonna do is set this aside a little bit. And I'm gonna take the largest round and I'm gonna flip it upside down. This is the bottom. As you guys can see, I spray painted just enough. And I'm gonna take this bad boy, flip it over, and try to evenly put this in the center. That is pretty damn good. That's looking pretty good right there. And I'm just going to press lightly. And as you guys can see, She's turning oh so lovely. I'm going to take my smaller round here, place her upside down, and I'm gonna glue this. First, you can just guess what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take my large round here, and I'm going to try to find the center of this bad boy. Oh my god, I feel like it's gonna lightly lay it up there, lightly press, lightly, ever so lightly, just put pressure. Of course, I will show you guys the finished product with the cake pops in there. And yeah, this looks amazing. This is the glued down cake pop holder. Right here, it's 2 tiers. I have 48 pops here. I'm just gonna shift this to the side. I have 48 cake pops here. I have chocolate, well, these are actually coconut. So I have here coconut, which have a holographic glitter to it. And then I have chocolate with chocolate chip cake pops here for the kiddo. So our theme was really black, white, and silver. So this is just going to be a really pretty centerpiece. So I'm not sure how good you guys will be able to see it, so I'll just move it back. But I'm gonna go ahead and start sticking in the cake pops. I'll link her Instagram down below. Her name is Tawana, and she does an amazing job with the cake pops. And look at this little touch of the detail. This is great. I'm like loving it. I'm actually going to take a skewer, and I'm going to puncture and fill this in. You can go as deep as you like. I think that's pretty good. Gentle with the cake pop. You want to hold on to the cake pop but not tight, and then just kind of press it in like so. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill this up, and then I will show you guys the completed cake pop stand. Okay, my love, so this is the completed cake pop stand. I know, oh, Freddie's right there. Hey, Freddie. Fred. Hi, honey. Anyway, yeah, so this is the completed cake pop stand. I'm very happy with it. I think it's very pretty. It's a great way to show off a creation like such beautiful cake pops. I'd like to recreate it. Let me know down below if you actually have done this before. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys like this video. Please thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and as always, I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you guys. Bye. This is the completed cake pop stand. This is awesome. The original poster, of course, used a mirror on top of the foam just to hold, I guess, cupcakes or display cupcakes, but of course I can't use the mirror if I need it for cake pop. So overall, this is pretty much it. I'll zoom out just a little bit so you guys can see that. Definitely you could see the holographic glitters on the cake pop. It is so pretty. Yeah, guys, so that's pretty much it. Hope you guys like this video. Please thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and as always, I will see you guys in my next video. Love you guys. Bye.